Hey, Billy, how's it going? Can you hear me? It's coming in good. Loud and clear. Awesome. How you doing tonight? Hey, Tim, how you doing, sir? Doing good. Hope you are too. Yes, I am doing good. It is New Year's Eve. I do not go out for New Year's Eve, so I am staying home and figured I would just do some carving. I'm working on this gnome house, and figured I was gonna be in the garage working on it. So why not go live? Just got done watching Wowie's live. And that was pretty good. Wowie's always entertaining. So figured I would jump on now that he's done and go live myself. Dad, how you doing? Yeah, if I'm up at midnight, it's because I have to pee too. I will not be up at midnight, more than likely. But the problem is, my phone will start going off at midnight, which means I will probably meet up at midnight. But my plans are not to be up at midnight. And Dad, I'm not sure if you've seen it or not, sir, but I sent you an email. If you can check that and let me know. So you know what's funny, and I'll say this real quick since Tim List said, then you will pee anyways. Mark DeMaker, hello my friend, how are you? I commented on one of your videos to see if you could send me an email. So if you could find that, I looked on your page and I don't see an email listed, but I would love for you to email me. Dad, I also sent you an email. So Mark, if you find that email with or if you find that comment with my email address, please send me an email. And Troublemaker, how are you doing? Just turn the phone off or turn the ringer volume all the way down. You know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I probably should. And I feel like you've been in here a couple of times, so I'm going to go ahead and make you a moderator. And you guys share your channels in chat if you would like. All right, thanks, Mark. So basically what I'm doing tonight, like I said, just got done watching Wowie's live, so I figured I would go live, and I'm working on this gnome house right now. I worked on this, I think it was last night, and someone had mentioned making this stump into a chimney. So I decided to go through and start doing some brickwork on it. And to be honest with you, I really liked how that brickwork was coming out. So I think instead of giving this the bark look like I do sometimes, I think I'm going to go ahead and brick this whole thing out. Donald, thank you for being here. Donald McWilliams, thank you for being here. So that's what I'm doing. Just putting some lines in to create the brick or stone. That's more of a stone shape. And then obviously you can see, if you can see it clear enough, I'm alternating the mortar joints to where they're not all lined up. So that is what I'm going to be working on tonight. So if you guys want to hang out for a little bit, I'll be on for an hour or so, and we'll go from there. But that is what I am doing at the moment. And thank you, Billy. And if I have the camera too close, let me know. I am trying to pay attention to what I'm carving. Thank you, Tim. And look at the computer screen at the same time, so it's not always an easy task to do both. And with this being a tree stump, there is some illusion of it still being a tree stump. Happy New Year from the future. Forcing rugging with love. Thank you for being here. Grumpy, thank you for being here, my friend. Thank you all for being here. Like I said, I'm just hanging out. I don't go out for New Year's. That is probably the smartest thing anybody could really do. Just because there's so many people out there getting crazy drunk and stuff. So I am hanging out, enjoying the safety of my own garage. And like I said, don't forget to share your links in the chat. Ralph? Yes, you call it amateur night. That is a very good, yes, the amateur night. Shoots, how are Shoots doing? I see Hey Shoots. Is William in there, or are both the Shoots in there? I didn't see. Yeah, they were live driving in Tennessee today. I believe it was Tennessee. And now with the stone pattern, some of the stones are going to be larger, some of the stones are going to be smaller. It just really depends on where the grooves fall in. And while I think it would be cool if they were symmetrical, I don't necessarily know for a gnome house that they have to be symmetrical. So we're just playing with it. Definitely trying not to line the mortar joints up. Hey, Amy Joe. Okay, bye, Amy Joe. Thanks for stopping in. She's always on the move, man. Amy Joe, she's like in and out. She's like, I'm here. Hit the like button, now I'm gone. You know, this is going to be funny coming from me, but sometimes she's like a fart in the wind. Here one moment and then gone. So what I will eventually do, and I'll stop for a second and show you. Oh yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah, police scanners are good. They're fun. So I took these little sanding discs and went over this edge right here, the first edge that I had done, and it sanded them down really nice. And it put a little rounded edge into the stones. So that's what I'm going to do with the rest of it. I'll go through and sand these down some. But then I may take my Cuts-All fine burrs and try and round some of these up when I get it all done. Kind of round them up, square them up, make them look a little bit more stoned. That was good. That was actually good. And Grumpy, you might have appreciated that one. Yeah, the buff wheels are awesome. The buff wheels are something else. I don't know how I didn't live with those before, and since I got them, they go quick. They do go quick, but they're well worth the purchase. And, you know, like cement stones and stuff, they're not perfect. So having a little bit of random to them adds to it. Anyway, we'll see. So if you guys happen to see Matt Carve, ask him how he's doing, because I know he posted a video or a post earlier that he's been sick, and he was in Wowie's live for a little bit, and I asked him how he was doing. He said he's still not feeling well, so check in on Matt if you see him. Let him know we hope he feels better. Okay, then give me 1 second. Give me 1 moment, please, and I will get you my email address. And it's kind of long, so it's easier for me just to copy and paste it. Truly, truly, truly did not think this through when I made the YouTube channel and stuff. Alright, here is my email address, and I will pin it that way it's easier to get to. There you go. My email address is pinned up at the top. But Jessica, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. And I will add you as a moderator because I've seen you around, so I trust you. There we go. Yes, awesome. If you guys can, for sure, hit that like button. And if you're viewing in the background and not chatting, that's cool. But hit that subscribe button. And it is truly appreciated. And we are all glad you're here. And Jessica, how are you doing tonight? Kevin, I see you snuck in. How are you? You know, if you guys haven't yet, go to Dad Carve's channel. Check out Dad's latest short that he did. He did a video, I believe it was a short, correct me if I'm wrong, Dad, on a snake staff that he is carving. I truly think you will be impressed with how it's coming out. I know I was. I was like, holy crap. And the detail he's putting into that is amazing. Kevin, you're sick too? Wow. Well, I hope you feel better. Let's see, Matt Carves is sick. You're sick. Anybody else sick? I'm feeling all right. I am feeling all right. But I'm not going to brag because I will be honest with you guys. There was a few times last week where I had some type of flu or something. It was going around the house. And it was not a good time. Yeah, first my daughter got sick, and then I got sick, but it seemed like we had different illnesses. And I think she got the better one that I had. Yeah, it's definitely going around. It's definitely going around, Tina. I'm trying to keep my hands out of the way. Can you guys see good enough? Because sometimes it's hard. I want the camera to be close enough to where you can see, but at the same time, yeah, Uncle Steve, I would go more for the homeless look with you. That's what I see. Like when I see you, I'm like homeless. I'm like, Uncle Steve is homeless. And thank God Amy Jo isn't here because she would so be yelling at me for making fun of Uncle Steve. So please do not tell her I was making fun of Uncle Steve. So if you guys weren't here yesterday, or if you were and you didn't hear me explain it, oh, I'm telling you, I'm sure you will, Mr. Attention. Mr. I Need Attention, so I'm going to let Amy Jo know that you were making fun of me. Amy Jo is not everywhere. Don't do that to me, and don't put that thought in my head. So, when I started this, the last time I carved a gnome house or fairy house like this, I used every bit of the 1/4 inch flame burr to dig out all of this wood. And for one, I just thought that was senseless and it put a lot of stress and on the burr. Not that the burr couldn't handle it. It just took way too long to do. So what I did, and it worked out really great, and I love that I did it. I would use the taper burr to come through here and cut my guides, but then I used the shaping discs to actually gouge out inside of here. So the shaping discs from Cutzel, this is the extreme, which really, really gets this wood out. Just gently went in here with the angle grinder and took this wood out. And then after I used the extreme shaping disc, I went at it with the fine shaping disc to smoothen it out a little bit. And then I would clean it up with the 1/4 inch burrs, which saved a ton of time. And I feel like it saved on using the burrs to get so deep into here, because that's pretty deep. I mean, you can see right here on this edge that I'll call it knuckle deep. So yeah, it's about 1 knuckle deep or a fingertip. Anyways, I wanted to share that with you because I thought that was awesome. Putting those bad boys to use. All right. And Matt Carves, if you've seen any of his videos, he's done quite a few good videos using those shaping discs. So Matt's pretty cool. These bricks right here, I think, are getting a little bit too big. So I'm going to try and go back through and cut them down a little bit. But I want to get these done all the way up. And I may leave them. I don't know. I think this one was big, so I'm going to quarter it. That way it's not necessarily, the joints aren't lined up, but they're not big honking bricks. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm liking how that's coming out. So speaking of Dad's snake staff, he has these lines on there. He has this pattern that, I mean, he said he had to stop every like 15 minutes or so, and I get it. I think it would have drove me nuts trying to get it as straight and uniform as he did. I was very impressed. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. And I know this might take a couple minutes, but I really like how this brickwork is coming out. Now my question is, do I take it all the way around? Because there is a huge crack in here, which is fine. I'm fine with that. But do you guys think I continue this brickwork all the way to the crack on both sides? Because I plan on doing it on this side. Do I take it all the way around to the crack? I know nobody ever sees the back, Kevin, but my problem is, what I'm thinking is, if somebody picks it up to look at it and touch it, like if this goes into the store for sale, either or put up siding. So if this goes into the store and it's on a shelf or a counter and somebody picks it up, it'll look unfinished in the back. So that's what I'm wondering. And I don't want it to look unfinished. Like, oh look, he did such a good job up until this point. And then it looks like he gave up. Yeah, okay. So then I will continue to go with that. It really doesn't take long. I covered all that in just a minute. I mean, it didn't take very long to do that. So, yeah, what I'll do is, so this piece right here where I kind of came around what would be the chimney, I'm going to straighten this out, and then as I get to this point here, then I'll make straight lines down to get to the crack. And then once I get there, I will start on the other side and work my way that way. And then I feel like it'd look more of a finished product. So Matthew, yes, I will agree with you 100%. And not only will I agree with you, but I have seen some of your carvings, so I respect your opinion. Who's talking about sponsors, and who is talking about getting Manscaped as a sponsor? That is a short I probably don't want to see. Is that Grumpy? Grumpy gonna get Manscaped? Oh my goodness, I can't even look at this conversation because it's going to throw me off. It's New Year's Eve. I'm alone in here, and you guys are trying to throw me off. We can't talk about shaving Grumpy's head, or whatever it is he's shaving. Oh. Oh my goodness. That just... Oh, get out of my head. Get out of my head, Grumpy. And Kevin, it's not right putting that thought out in the atmosphere. I did have a company contact me. And they want me to test out their new Manscaped over here. Isn't the hair there? Oh, what? So, Tina, what is Manscaped over there? And am I afraid to ask? Is that a bad question to ask? Hit that like button, everybody. I completely forgot about that, but please hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed, do so. I appreciate it more than you know. So afraid to know what Tina's going to say. If she answers, I might turn the chat off. Oh, well, I thought they were on about above their shoulders, but obviously same as here. Yeah, manscaping is cleaning up the field. Cleaning up the field, yes. removing the brush from the tundra. I think that's about the best way to put that. I'm glad you found humor in that. That was the best way I could throw that out there without losing my rated PG rating. When Mark tries to carve, I believe he was doing a fairy house or a gnome house also for his daughter, and it looked like it was coming out pretty neat. There's so many people carving. I mean, it's awesome. I'm so glad that I found this community and started to learn how to carve. And there's just so many cool people out there doing stuff. How did me picking on Uncle Steve turn into manscaping? That is not even a fair assessment. Yeah, they're fun. Tina, they're fun. They are a blast to do. I love wood spirits. Don't get me wrong. I love wood spirits, and I love doing wood spirits. Yeah, no, then blame Aiden. Aiden is not here, so it's completely Aiden's fault. If you gotta blame someone, and you're gonna say that that's what Amy Jo says, then you've got to blame Aiden. 100%. I'm gonna write down right here, it's Aiden's fault, just because it's got to be somebody's fault. But anyways, yes, wood spirits are cool. I love wood spirits, and I love carving them. And I think I'm getting better at them. But I feel like with gnome houses and fairy houses, you can get a little bit more crazy with them. And it's more acceptable. I mean, maybe not acceptable, but artsy? I don't know. What I am going to do is I'm going to continue this grit through here. Just because I feel like it needs it. I may have to lay this down. Because I feel like if it just stops right there, it's not cohesive. And we'll work our way up to that. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Oh, I couldn't get that muted fast enough. Did you say Amy Jo is an angel? I'm so glad Amy Jo is not here. Lord help everybody in this world if Amy Jo found out somebody called her an angel. Oh my goodness, no wonder I sneezed. I'm allergic to that. No, in all reality, Amy Jo is pretty awesome. Just don't ever bet her because I think she cheats. But I will deny saying that. And the live chat will be deleted. Messenger what? Yeah, I can't believe I'm getting threatened on my own live. You want me to message Amy Jo and let her know? What the heck? You probably already did, Billy. That's gonna be my guess. Oh look, I'm gonna message Amy Jo and let her know that the land's talking crap. I didn't talk crap. Somebody called her an angel. Angel. You know what I do want to do after I get this section here. I have decided that, and I know this is probably going to be silly, but I have to carve a heart in this because all of my carvings are going to have a heart incorporated into them. Kind of like my own little signature trademark. I know it's silly, but I'm a sentimental type of guy. And it's got to be done. You knew what? Oh, hey, Amy Jo. How you doing? Glad to see you're back. You know, chat is really going good tonight, Amy Jo. And you were called an angel. You were called an angel by Tina. And Kevin was like fighting that you're not an angel. And I was sticking up for you 100%. And I was like, she is so much an angel. Kevin, how could you even say that? And, you know, I had your back. I had your back 100%. And then, you know, Billy started blackmailing me, saying, oh, I'm going to message Amy Jo because Kevin said she wasn't an angel. And everybody got the conversation confused because I was fighting for your honor. And Kevin wasn't. Yes, I took up for you 100%. I was like, she's the most honest person in the world. If you ever want to bet with her, she's the best person to bet with. And she would never try to cheat you or cheat. I mean, I was like, I had your back. These guys in chat, they didn't have your back. Your buddy here had your back. I had your back 100%. Yeah, I got you. So, all right, let's do this. I think we're going to put it right up here. We're going to freehand this heart. Probably not going to be good. I normally draw them on, but since I'm so nervous right now that Amy Jo came back in and thinks I was talking smack about her, that I'm just gonna. I can't believe you guys are getting me in trouble like that on my own live. On my own live, you guys are like, oh, we can't get Amy Jo. I'm gonna let her know what's going on. Wow. What's up, Mike is making stuff. Yeah, what's for dinner, Amy Jo? Let's change the subject. Thanks, Tim. Ow! You guys got me so messed up. Oh my goodness. You guys got me so messed up. I hold this like a pencil as it is. Well, I grabbed onto down here, the spinny part, and it burnt my finger. Oh my goodness. You guys gotta stop. I'm in so much trouble. Wow. Oh my goodness. Yeah, really good, Amy Jo. Congratulations. Now I can't even hold my wood good enough because I'm all nervous and stuff. There we go. Okay. So that's not a bad heart, not for freehanding it. What do you think? I think that's pretty good. You guys can lie to me. I think that's pretty good. Now I'm going to dig it out. Thanks, Billy. Grumpy, I cannot wait until next week. Can I spill the beans? Can I spill the beans, Grumpy? Thank you. But Grumpy, can I spill the beans about next week? I'm kind of spilling the beans right now, but... So, here is a little teaser for next week's live with Rusty and myself. Next week, the old Grumpmeister will be going live with Rusty and I. The week after that, as long as everything goes well, Mr. Timless will be going live with Rusty and myself. And tomorrow, we have a guest who is called Boring Guy DIY. So I have got to say, I am very, very excited for the next couple of lives. And I have some emails out to a few different people. I'm going to try and be a little bit more proactive in scheduling guests. So hopefully we can keep this going on Thursday night. Because I'm really digging it. Really digging it. And then yes, it is the Keebler Elf's house. Then I would like to get some other different type of artists on. Well, Amy Jo, you have to wait. Don't be greedy. No, I would love to have you back on. Would love to have you back on. Let's look at sometime in February. And we will get you back on. Maybe March. Or April. Tim List. Oh, Amy Jo can be his +1. You may have to talk to Jamie about that. You know, I can talk to him and stuff, but you know, might be a +2. You gotta get permission from Jamie on that. So I'm continuing the brick around the heart. So the heart still looks like a heart, but the brick can still be the brick because, you know, it's gotta be brick. All right. Okay. I'm digging that. Amy Jo, you know you are welcome anytime you can come on. You know what? Here. Since I'm a brat, I will tell Grumpy and Tim they've got to wait because Amy Jo has to come on first. There you go. So you guys see all the bullying that I take? Who said that she was an angel? I'm not really sure where that came from. Oh my goodness. Tell you what. Yes, I know your birthday is on a Thursday, and that's in April. But if I make you wait until April, you are for sure going to be throwing a fit in the chat going, the land's making me wait 3 months to come on. You know what? Come April, we will throw Amy Jo. I've got to clear this with Jamie. But we will throw Amy Jo a birthday party in April. We will get her on before April. But in April, you guys be ready. Rusty and I will throw Amy Jo a birthday party. And not like your normal birthday party where you just sit around and stuff. We're gonna have like fancy hats and cake and ice cream. You guys won't have any, but we will. We'll have cake and ice cream. You guys can watch us eat cake and ice cream and pretend like you had some. We could do that. But I can't give everybody cake and ice cream. Hey, Natalie. Now, you know what would be cool is if we did. Whose birthday? Whose birthday? Okay, but on your birthday, you have to go live with me. Okay, Natalie, thank you for being here. Who are you talking to, Amy Jo? I don't have birthdays. My birthdays ended years ago. I'm theoretically 348 years old. I just haven't had a birthday in a while. You dummy, Deland, wood sparkles. I guess he's talking to Kevin. All right, so January 20-something, Amy Jo will be on. So, all right, we have Boring Guy DIY tomorrow. We have Grumpy. We have Tim List. And then after that, we have Amy Jo. See you later, Tina. So, Tim, I don't know if you've seen it, but I did carve a log yesterday. And it is successfully my first bald eagle, minus the eagle part. So there you go. That's my first log. Or were you talking to Amy Jo? My computer is so far behind. It's like a half hour behind. Let me refresh this. Can't see. There we go. Okay. It did not throw sparks. No. Hey, Suzanne. No, I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think the sparkles comment, you know what, I don't know. Amy Jo's going to have to figure that one out. Or explain that one, because I'm not really sure where the sparkles came from. Looks like she got scared and left. Alright, so anyways, tomorrow, Boring Guy DIY. The week after that will be Grumpy. And then Tinless and Amy Jo. So our January is full of guests, and that is awesome. And I will start working on February, and hopefully we can get a full lineup done, because I would love for every week to have a guest of some sort. Whoa, wait a second. Not me. Deland missed the last 2 shipments of sawdust, so gloves off. Wait a second. Hold on. Wait, Rhinestone Suzanne, what the heck did I do? Why was he talking smack, Kevin? First of all, I don't know who you're talking to about smack. I was not talking smack about you. No, I would never talk smack about you. Never. You or Amy Jo. There's 2 people that I will never talk smack about. Now, there are people I will talk smack about. But the truth is not smack. So that's acceptable. But you and Amy Jo, I would never talk smack about. And Kevin's got me at a disadvantage because I'm trying to carve this. And if he's making stuff up, then I'm going to have to go to Toronto and pay him a visit. Oh, Suzanne got him. Are you being a spoon to stir the pot? Bam! And then Grumpy busts out with the emojis. Someone's got my back. Oh, hit a soft spot. You hear that? It was like, I hate when that happens. That went deep. Huh. I think, can you see that hole in there? I think I got inside that hole. Oh, I almost had something. We're good. How long have I been on? An hour? Right. That was the wood. That was the wood. I hit a soft spot and this thing just went straight in. And I was like, oh. And yeah, Suzanne, I got my finger out of the hole. That way I don't get cut. You never know what's inside there waiting for me. At least that's what the doctor said. Oh, I hit another soft spot right there, too. Tell you what, this bit has been being a trooper. It has done almost this whole log, and it's getting burned up and worn out. I mean, there could be. Can you see that? Can you see it right there? It's like I can get my pinky finger in there. I'm at least a knuckle and a half deep on that pinky finger. So there could be something in there. I mean, in some cases, a pinky deep isn't that far, but in that wood, pinky deep is kind of impressive. Oh, you know what? So, no, I'm not going to tell that story. I might have already told it. I'm not going to tell it again. That was traumatic. I got PTSD from that event. It was one of my least happiest days of my life. Well, I will tell you what I'm not going to do. I am probably not going to go through and round over all of these squares because I am realizing now by doing this whole log front and back, there are a bajillion of these. And while it's going to look cool, shoo! Did Michigan win what? The burrito challenge? I don't know. I don't follow Michigan. I do not like Michigan. Michigan State I will follow, but I mean, they pretty much stunk this year. But I'm not a Michigan fan. I'm almost done. Oh my goodness. I just looked up. I thought somebody was behind me. And it's my tripod. That scared the daylights out of me. Boom. Alright, I am taking a break. I am taking a break. I kind of like that. I kind of like that 100%. Kevin, I blame you because Amy Jo is like Beetlejuice. If you say her name 3 times, she will appear. And you said it 3 times earlier, and then poof, Beetle Amy was there. So how do you guys like that? I think it came out pretty cool. I like the patterns of it. All right, now we're gonna blow through. So, question. Somebody had said this earlier, and I can't remember. It wasn't today. It was on another live. But what is the difference in grits on these? The black, the yellow, the green, and the red. Does anybody know the grits? Because I want the one that has... It's going to take more off. Shoop, 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 shoops. Looks like alligator hide. Yeah. I mean, it does, in a sense. Yep. So you think yellow or red will sand it down further. And I don't really want to sand it down far. And I know they go quick. I just want to get into those grooves and round them off a little bit. I have a comment for that, Kevin, but I'm going to be nice. It is my wood we're talking about. I think black is fine. Okay. Put my glasses on because these things are some shards. Yeah, this feels like a higher grit. Oh my goodness. Keep getting pelted in the face. That's why you gotta wear safety glasses when you use these. But I will run this right down to the nub. So yeah, I had a company get a hold of me and they want to send me some table saw blades. And they want me to try them out. I don't even have to do a review of them if I want. They're just a new blade. And they want me to try them out. So I think that's pretty cool. So those should be coming in a few days. I do need a new chop saw blade and a table saw blade. So it was almost perfect timing. And they're sending me a set of 10-inch, if I remember right, 10-inch 40-tooth blades and 60-tooth blades, which is like your standard construction blade and then a fine blade for fine cutting. So I'm kind of excited for that. They just want to know my thoughts on them. No review, nothing. And that's what I like. Send me free stuff and I'll tell you what I think. Holy crap. So if you guys haven't seen the short I put out yet, I will talk about it, but go watch it. It is a thank you to each and every one of you for an awesome 20 and 25 or 2025. I'm not bragging. I'm just pretty excited. We hit almost 2,500 subs this year. And for some channels, you know, that's not a lot of subs. But for me, just doing this out of my garage, hanging out with you guys, it's pretty freaking awesome. And if it wasn't for you guys, you know, there wouldn't be a channel. I would just be a guy talking to myself. I do that anyways. But talking to myself in my garage, and that's about it. But you guys truly make this channel, and I appreciate it. So thank you. I had an ADD moment. I forgot what I was saying. Hold on, Matthew. As far as trying out tools and stuff, they want a positive review, question it. If they want an honest review, do it, no questions asked. There is no me in YouTube. The you to learn, and that goes for all the channels. I think I kind of understand that. Yeah. No, there is no me. You are correct on that. But at the same time, you know, if you guys didn't come out here and look at the lives, if you guys didn't hang out. All right, thank you, Tim. Then these lives and the videos, while they're fun to make, they wouldn't be worth it because then I wouldn't be able to talk to you guys about them. So, yes. And Anybody that sends me a tool to review, I let them know right off the bat, first and foremost, that I will do an honest review of whatever they're sending me. And I have been denied product because I will give an honest review. If you guys remember the Vivor pocket hole jig, you know, I told them I was doing an honest review, and Craig jig was pretty hard to beat. And while I gave them an honest review, it was a pretty good pocket hole jig, you know, but it had its flaws. So yeah, if they send me something and they're willing, I'm going to give an honest review. And Amy Joe, we're really just kind of chit-chatting. I was thanking everybody for being awesome. And what I'm doing now, they'll probably end up ending the live pretty soon. I'm going to go through, and I'm using the fine burr, the fine taper burr, and I'm just putting some little gouges inside of these bricks just to break it up. You might not be able to see it. Okay, thank you, Tim. Oh my goodness. No wonder there's only 16 people watching. You guys are talking fingernails and tutus and... So, I don't know if I told you guys this story yet, but I got a good one for you. Since it seems like it's just friends on here tonight, and I'll be gone in 10 minutes. Back in my day, I was the drummer of a band here in Michigan, and we had a Halloween party, and I wore a hula skirt, the grass skirts, as part of my Halloween costume. Well, the problem was I didn't wear underwear under it, and it was a rainy, windy night. We walked up to the 7-Eleven at the corner to get some beer. I come walking out, the wind blows, and walking in are two police officers. They just looked at me and laughed, and I went on my way. But that was pretty embarrassing. And yes, I purposely did not wear underwear under the hula skirt. I was a wild and creative guy back in my day. This is going to take forever. Whoa, whoa. It wasn't the wind. You farted, didn't you, Delaney? No, it was the wind. I gotta challenge him to a redo carving. Whoa. For what? What are we challenging, redoing? Did you not embarrass me enough? I mean, seriously. And besides, what am I going to win? Or what if I win? That is the question. Because I don't see you painting your nails being as funny as it is me painting my nails. And I saw something about a tutu and toenails. So what exactly are you going to give up if you win? That is the $1,000,000 question. And Tim, see? She's a snake. Tim and Amy Jo are going to be carving together, and Tim asked me, what do I got to do not to get my fingernails painted? And I said, Tim, don't bet her. Don't challenge her. You'll be safe. And now all of a sudden, there's some Dr. Spock stuff going on here, and I just got Willy Wonka into possibly another bet that includes a tutu and toenail polish. What the heck just happened? I don't even know. Oh my goodness. You know, 2026 is going to be a great year. The year of the tutu and tea parties. Here, like this. How's that? While I'm carving, I can't do it. So I'm holding it, using it to hold it. But I can keep my pinky out like this when I carve. I normally do. So I'll tell you what, I'm doing this last row and then sanding some because I want to see if this is even going to be worth it. This is a lot of squares. I don't even know why I started this. I have to tell you what I do if I lose. There's an interesting concept. I don't know. I feel like anything I would have you do would be disrespectful, and I couldn't disrespect you like that. I mean, I guess if push come to shove, I would figure it out. But I would need the community to help me to come up with something, because I don't know as if I'm that good to come up with something good like that. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm kind of liking these divots in here. So I may end up going all through this thing and putting divots in. Oh, thank you, Matthew. Thank you. What? What only? I do not know anything about an OnlyFans page for Amy Jo. So if Amy Jo has an OnlyFans page, you guys need to let me know. All right, can you see this? What do you think? There are a bajillion of these little squares in here now that I decided to brick out this house. But can you see the divots in here? I don't know if you can or not. Do they make a difference? Hey, Amia, How are you? You guys know what? Amia has a really cool channel. She is a painter. Amia, put your channel in. A link to your channel, please. And she is very nice. If you guys could check out her channel. I do believe, I don't know how old she is, but I believe she's kind of on the younger side. But she does some really cool drawings. So please put your link in there and see if we can't get some people to come over and check out your drawings and stuff. There you go. If you guys can find that, check it out and leave some comments because she does some really cool stuff. So what do you think? What do you think about the divots? Do you like the divots? Woodworking 52, thank you for being here. Almost 600 subs. That's awesome. Yes, on New Year's Eve, I do not drink. I will be asleep before midnight, and this is what I have to do. Listen, serious talk right now. I get to hang out with you guys on a live chat on New Year's Eve. That is what I get to do. I get to do this. And that is what is so awesome. So, yes, this is all I have to do on New Year's Eve. And I would not trade it for anything because I get to be with you guys. Kevin dropped the link. Awesome. And I'm going to stop carving and end the live stream in about 5 minutes because it's been an hour and a half. So I'm going to sit back and I don't know how long this coffee has been here, but I'm going to drink this coffee because it's here. And it might have been here for a day. It might have been here for 2. Don't know. But I'm drinking it. So I'm going to grab a cigarette. So awesome. I love the fact that I was able to get my heart in there because that's my heart. My heart is in this piece of wood. Okay? Everything I carve now is going to have a heart in it. And now that I have this done, I'll work on this tomorrow. Work on the front of this some more. And then I will have myself a cool little gnome fairy house. And yes, I have to thank Amy Jo. The top of this will have moss on it. So I feel like these fairy houses are not complete now unless they have some type of moss on it. Hey, you're welcome. And thank you guys so much. Connor, how you doing, sir? Have not seen you for a while. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming back. And thank you guys, seriously. When I said earlier that I get to do this, I mean that. I mean that. And when I get to sit here in the garage and talk with you guys, joke with you guys, do some carving, and, you know, get some ideas from you guys, I get to do that. And there's a difference from have to and get. And as I said earlier, you know, I appreciate you guys. And if it wasn't for you, this channel wouldn't be what the channel is. So thank you, thank you, thank you. For sure. I'm not sure what you missed, but did I miss something? Thank you, Matthew. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. You are welcome. For sure. Happy New Year's, everybody. Yeah. All right, Amy Joe. See you later. Get the tweaker. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live. I'm gonna get in the house and probably get ready for bed. I may stay up a little later tonight than normal, but I don't know. But thank you. Happy New Year's. If you end up going out, please be safe. I want to see everybody tomorrow. So be safe. And like I said, Happy New Year. And let's look forward to a cool, awesome, exciting 2026. And let's make 2026 the best year for everybody. So thank you. Have a good night. Be safe. And see you around. Cheers.